If your under eye area is still creasing, it's probably because you're using too much makeup, and maybe you don't have this concealer, which is so forgiving and easy to use. But here are a few tips just in case you're using something else and you're still struggling with creasing under the eyes. Place the concealer on and let it sit for just a few minutes. Then try using a different tool than the one you're using. If you've been using your fingers, try using a fluffy concealer brush. I prefer this over a flat concealer brush, which right here. So try one like this. Let it sit for just a second, and really that is the key to the under eye creasing thing, is letting things sit for a second. So let's start down here where I'm less likely to have creasing and get this area highlighted right here. Also less likely to have creasing out here. A brush is going to push the product into little areas where it's a little harder for your fingers, which are flat, to push product into. And if you feel like there's too much makeup, trust your instincts. Wipe it off on the back of your hand or a towel and only use what you need. It should feel like a little bit of work to spread it out. And then you need to wait, okay? The big magic secret is giving it a second, okay? So if there's any excess product, it's gonna take a few minutes for it to work its way into the fine lines. You can smile, you can do all the little face yoga to try to help it get there faster if you need to. But move on to something else, do your eyebrows, put on your perfume, whatever you're doing, and then go back and stretch and look, okay? So wherever it's pulled in, just take your finger, a dry finger that you don't have any makeup on, and just press in, and your finger will absorb any excess product. And then this is really important too. Take a loose powder and a brush that is shaped to fit under the eyes. You see the dome shape on the top of this brush? And this is probably where you're going wrong. Gently, gently, gently set that pressed powder in there and let the product absorb what it wants. Don't press it in. I know you see a lot of people using those powder puffs and sponges. You can try that, but if you have and you're still struggling, I'm telling you, this might be the magic combination for you. Then let that sit for just a second and then dust it off very, very gently. Then I like to take a big brush that also fits under the eye because of that tapered edge and spray it with setting spray. And then also just set the setting spray very gently on top of that powder, just like that. And no more creasing.